Hello. So, if you remember, we have discussed that what the stock indices are and what are the stock indices of the stock exchanges that are the Bombay Stock Exchange and the National Stock Exchange, and we had discussed about the Sensex and Nifty. We discussed that under Sensex there are 30 company that are taken for the calculation of the stock index of BSE, and under Nifty we are taking 50 companies to calculate the stock index of NSE, that is Nifty, and that is why we also call it as Nifty 50. And also we have known that Bombay Stock Exchange or in Sensex we are taking companies from 13 diversified sectors. Those are financially stable and performing good, and in NSE or Nifty we are taking the companies from 24 diversified companies. In today's video we will be learning that how this Sensex and Nifty are calculated. So, let us start. So, we will see how the calculation of stock index is done. So, we can compute stock market index value through changes in the prices of the selected stocks. How we are computing the stock index? By going through the changes in the prices of the selected stocks that are there under the particular index. And this could be a simple average of the prices of the components. That means we will simply take the average. You know about average? In average what we are doing? Suppose there are 5 students, each securing 10 marks. So, what is the total of that? That is 50, and there are 5 students. So, we will divide it by 5. So, the average is 10, isn't it? So, this is what average is. So, the stock index could be a simple average of the prices, that what are the share prices of the companies that we are taking for the calculation of the stock index. We will take the simple average of the prices divided by the companies and we will get the stock index. Or in India, the free float market capitalization is commonly used instead of prices to calculate the value of an index. So, in India what is there? We are not using the simple average prices of the components, rather the free float market capitalization is commonly used instead of prices for the calculation of the index. So, for the calculation of the stock index, we have two most common kinds, or in other way we can say that the two most common kinds of indices are price weighted or market capitalization weighted index. So, this could be the two types, or this could be the two ways of calculating the stock index. Now, what are these two types? What is this price weighted? The price weighted index is an index in which the member companies are weighted in proportion to their price per share. So, in this method of calculation, in the price weighted method of calculation, the index is taking simply the price per share of the companies and giving the stock index. We will be clear more with the example. Suppose there is company A, B and C and their share prices are 10 rupees, 20 rupees and 15 rupees respectively. So, what could be the stock index? The price weighted index will be the sum of the share prices divided by the number of companies, that is 3. So, this is what the price weighted method of calculation of share index is. Now, what is this stock weighted? Every stock has a different price. So, a percentage change in one stock may not equal a similar change in another stock's price. So, as we know in stock exchange, as if you are a trader in the stock exchange, you must be marking out that every particular company share is different from other, isn't it? The price of each share is different from each other. So, how can we take a price weighted index? So, what it is saying that we will take the weightage according to the importance or according to the price that the share is operating in the exchange. That is what the stock weighted system is saying. So, the index value cannot be a simple total of the prices of all the stocks. Rather, here is where the concept of stock weighted comes into play. Okay. So, each stock in an index has a particular weightage depending on its price or market capitalization. This is the amount of impact a change in the stock's price has on index value. So, the stock's price has a significant importance in the index value. So, the price of the stock is going to impact the value of the index. And what is this market capitalization? It is the total market value of a company's stock, and this is measured by multiplying the share price of a stock with the total number of stocks floated by the company, and it thus takes into consideration both the size and the price of the stock. That is what market capitalization is. So, market capitalization is what? Market capitalization is the total market value of a company's stock. How much stocks are floating in the stock exchange, that is the price per share is there. The multiplication of the number of shares floated and the price will make the market capitalization. So, there are various types of stocks according to the market capitalization also, like there are small caps, there are medium caps, there are large caps, and even there are mega caps according to the market capitalization. If the market capitalization is up to 500 crore rupees, then it is a small cap. If it is up to 7,000 crores, from 500 to 7,000 crores, then it is mid cap, then there are large caps, then there are also mega cap companies. According to the market capitalizations also there are categories of stocks. So, next we will understand what is this market capitalization with an example. If a company has 10,000 shares, each with a closing price of rupees 100, then the market capitalization will be the number of outstanding shares multiplied with the price of the share, that is the number of shares, that is 10,000 shares, and the price, that is 100. So, the market capitalization is 10,000 into 100 rupees and it will be 10 lakh. So, for the company which is having or which has floated 10,000 shares with the price of 100 rupees, the market capitalization is 10 lakh. So, that is what market capitalization, what we understand. Now, we will be knowing that what this market capitalization weighted index is. So, in an index using market capitalization weightage, stocks are given weightage on the basis of their market capitalization in comparison with the total market capitalization of the index. For example, if stock A has a market capitalization of say rupees 10,000, while the index it is part of has a total market capitalization of say rupees 1 lakh, then its weightage will be 10%. Similarly, another stock with a market capitalization of say 50,000 will have a weightage of 50,000. So, according to the market capitalization, we are giving the weightage. So, that is what market capitalization weighted index is. In BSE and NSE, or we can say that in Indian stock indices, we are taking this market capitalization method as the parameter, or we are calculating the stock index according to the market capitalization method or market capitalization weighted method. So, now we will be discussing that how we are calculating this Sensex and Nifty. So, we have a conceptualized idea that how the stock index has been calculated. We have discussed about price weighted method, we have discussed about market capitalization weighted method, we discussed that what market capitalization is. Now, we will just have a look on the calculation of the most important stock indices, that are Sensex and Nifty. First we will start with the BSE Sensex calculation, how it is done. The Sensex is calculated using the free float market capitalization method, and the free float refers to the shares that are free for trading. So, we have discussed in our previous videos that there are companies who go for what? Giving out their shares, and they are giving it through the primary market, and then they are available in the secondary market or the stock exchange for trading. So, what are the number of shares that are free for trading in the stock exchange? They are the free floating shares. So, these free floating, according to the market capitalization of the free floating shares, the BSE Sensex is been calculated. Then all the shares of a company are not free to be traded, as we have discussed. Some may be in the hands of promoters and others may be placed. So, these could be the various forms in which the shares of a company could be, and for the calculation of Sensex we are taking the free float shares, and the Sensex represents the free float market value of its 30 stocks relative to a base period. So, we are taking a base period, and on the relation of the base period, the value of the free float market of the 30 stocks are represented in Sensex. Now, we can be more clear with the example. Suppose the Sensex has two companies for sale, that is A and B. Now, A has 500 shares and 300 of these are free floating. The price of each share of A is rupees 80. So, here what we are doing, we are taking an example of the Sensex. So, here we are taking the example of Sensex in which we have two companies for say A and B, and the company A is having how many shares? It is authorized with 500 shares, or it has 500 shares, but out of that 500 shares 300 are freely floating, and other 200 could be in various other forms, like it can be with the government, it might be placed, it might be with the board of directors, it can be anything, but freely floating is only 300, and the price of each share of these 300 shares is rupees 80. Another company B has 1000 shares, out of that 700 are free floating, and the price of each share of B is rupees 100, and the market capitalization of company A is 40,000 and market capitalization of company B is 1 lakh, and the free float of A is 0.60 and free float of B is 0.70. Thus, the total free float market capitalization of the index will be 40,000 multiplied by 0.60 plus 1 lakh multiplied by 0.70, that is equal to 94,000. So, here what we are doing? We are just doing as the market capitalization index method. We are taking the market capitalization of A, that is 40,000, multiplying it with the free float, that is 0.60, and also we are taking the market capitalization of B, that is 1 lakh, and multiplying it with the free float of B, that is 0.70, and we are ultimately getting the index, that is 94,000. So, this is how the Sensex is calculated. Thus, the total free float market capital of the index will be 40,000 multiplied by 0.60 plus 1 lakh multiplied by 0.70, that is equal to 94,000. Let us assume the base year index was 5,000. So, the value of the index will be 94,000 multiplied by 100 divided by the base year index, that is 5,000, that is 1,880. So, this 1880 is the Sensex of the companies A and B. Another important stock index, that is Nifty, how we are calculating that? The calculation of Nifty is same as we are doing in the Sensex. So, what we are doing, Nifty is also calculated in the similar manner like that of the Sensex. Like the Sensex, a mathematical formula is used to arrive at the calculation, and here is how it is calculated, that is market capitalization is equal to equity capital into the price, and free float market capitalization is equal to equity capital into price into IWF, that is investable weight factor, a factor used to determine the number of shares that are tradable, that is freely floated or available in the market, and index value will be current market value divided by base market value multiplied by base index value, that is 1000 in Nifty. So, this is how Nifty and Sensex is been calculated. The Sensex and Nifty are measured or calculated more or less in a same manner. There are certain differences between this Sensex and Nifty or the stock indexes of BSE and NSE. So, what are these differences of this Sensex and Nifty will be discussing. So, these are the differences of Sensex and Nifty. We are distinguishing them under the different parameters that are what the name suggests, what are the alliances, how they are owned by, what is the base number, what is the base period, what is the number of constituents, and what is the number of sectors that are covered under this particular Sensex. So, Nifty is national and 50, that is what Nifty is, while this Sensex is sensitive and index, and the alliances of Nifty are Nifty 50 and S&P CNX Nifty, and that of Sensex are S&P BSE Sensex, and Nifty is owned by Index and Services and Products Limited, that is IISL, and that is an NSE subsidiary, and Sensex is owned by the Bombay Stock Exchange. The base number of Nifty is 1000, while the base number of Sensex is 100. So, that is the distinction on the basis of number that is there in Nifty and Sensex. And the base period of Nifty is 3rd November 1995, and the base period of Sensex is 1978 and 79. And the number of constituents of Nifty 50 are the top 50 companies that are actively traded in NSE, and Sensex comprises the top 30 companies actively traded in Bombay Stock Exchange. On the basis of the number of sectors covered, Nifty and Sensex is distinguished. Nifty is a broader market index that covers 24 sectors, and Sensex covers 13 sectors. So, these are what the difference between Nifty and Sensex are. So, this is how we are going to calculate the sensitive index or Sensex, that is the stock index of Bombay Stock Exchange, and the Nifty, that is national and 50, that is the stock index of the National Stock Exchange, and the different calculation methods and parameters also we have discussed in today's video. I hope that you have a clear picture of what a stock index is, what is the usefulness of the stock index, what are the types of stock indices, and how we are calculating the different stock indices, particularly the Sensex and Nifty. Hope you people understood well. If you have any doubts and queries, you can give your doubts and queries in the comment box. Thank you.